Hey, what's up, guys? It's your boy Matt here, and we back with another episode of Matter of Fact MMA. So we're coming off the last fight card over last weekend. UFC Fight Night, Kai Kara France, main event against Amir Albazi. And at the end of the day, there might have been a little trickery, a little robberies, goings ons in that fight, if you know what I'm saying. So in the main event, 5 round fight, Amir Albazi defeats Kai Kara France via the scorecards or via decision. Personally, I felt like Kai Kara France done enough to win that fight. I mean, definitely, Amir definitely took at least 2 of the rounds, and maybe a third one was up for debate. But I really feel like Kai Kara France did enough to seal that deal. I will say though, Amir Albazi did a really good job of mixing in his striking with the wrestling. I, it might have been, it could have played out in a way that Kai Kara France might have assumed that he was going to be, that Amir was going to grapple more with him or try to take him down more. But he was actually willing to stand with him. He caught Kai Kara with a few shots. Nothing, I wouldn't say it was necessarily too serious, but he definitely did. He held his own in the striking. Although I feel like Kai Kara France, who had more significant strikes that he landed, I feel like he did enough to win the fight. But I feel like he would have won it by a landslide if Amir Albazi had gone out there and done what most people assumed he was going to do, which is more grappling and more wrestling. But nevertheless, Amir Albazi goes out there, gets the job done. He gets the win. He's going to move on in the flyweight sweepstakes, trying to see who's going to face Brandon Moreno after his next title defense. So, we'll see how that goes. But I feel like Kai Kara France definitely took that one. Kind of sucks for him because then he's going to have to go back to the drawing board. There's 2 losses in a row, so it's going to be interesting to see how him and the city kickboxing crew, I should say, how they all bounce back. So we'll see how that goes. Moving on. Also over the weekend, we had another, just a banger of a fight. Just a banger, you know what I'm saying? Just bang, 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 bang. You know what I'm saying? We talking about, who was the fight? Alex Caceres steps in there and defeats Daniel Pineda. Now, this was a good fight. This was back and forth. This was a battle. For the most part, Alex Caceres was winning, though. For the most part, he was a step ahead. But at different times, Pineda definitely caught him, definitely rocked him. But the most important that I wanted to talk about this fight, what is up with Alex Caceres, bro? Like, why are you that nice? And I don't mean nice as in a good fighter. I mean, why are you such a nice guy? And I'm not out here to question people being nice, but here's the deal. So it was multiple times, especially in the last round, and all of them might have happened in the last round. Multiple times he catches Pineda to the body and clearly got him with some devastating liver shots, and Pineda's body starting to shut down. For whatever reason, Caceres would not instantly go for the kill, follow up with more body shots. Like I'm talking about, this guy's getting, and the guy's, he's stiff, his body's going stiff. The homie is getting stiffened up with these body shots. And you could tell that the fight was won. Like, it's over, bro. Like, he would get hit to the body. He would stiffen up. And maybe he would throw, like, a solid shot. But it was like a winging punch that Caceres should have been able to get around and hit him with another body blow, another body kick. He was putting in a few body shots after that, but it was almost like every time he caught him to the body and it was clear that Pineda was done, Alex Caceres would kind of have mercy on him and almost like, I don't want to finish him. And so he would just keep the fight going. And so, me and my wife were watching this fight, and I'm just like, what is wrong with this dude? Like, go in for the kill, man. You got him. Like, you got him dead to rights. Like, what are you doing, bro? And every single time he would catch him to the body, and Pineda will react to it, kind of double over to the side or something like that. But Caceres just never went in for the kill. I mean, he still wins wins by scorecards, but I mean, he really could have finished him. I thought he had a little bit more of a killer instinct than that. I know he's always been a nice guy. He's Bruce Leroy. He's this, he's that. But I thought he had a little bit more of a savage instinct to him, but he didn't. So, nevertheless, that one did not get finished. It went to a decision. Nevertheless, Bruce Leroy, Alex Caceres wins. Good fight. Good back and forth battle. Definitely enjoyed it. How about your boy, Jim Miller, still out there, the veteran, the legend, Jim Miller, still out there, just knocking new guys out. Young dudes, new guys, whatever. I mean, this guy come in with his little fancy mustache and stuff. He came in. I thought he was gonna flex on old Jim Miller with that mustache. I mean, come on, man. Jim Miller, come on, man. He caught him with that left hand of doom, and it was over. And then as his body was going limp and he's falling dead to the earth with an F, as he's falling dead to the earth, Jim Miller caught him with a little uppercut, a little cheeky, like as Michael Bisping would say, a little cheeky uppercut as he was going down to the ground. And literally that guy's life left his body. And that man hasn't been seen since. Like, he just floated up out the octagon, up into the sky, and that was the end of it. So, there you go. So, Jim Miller killed a man over the weekend, so that was definitely interesting. Good to see Jim Miller out there getting a win. I'm sure he probably got the bonus, so that was all good to see. I'm still pulling for Jim Miller to make it to UFC 300. If he doesn't fight on UFC 300, it is a travesty. I don't care if he's injured. They need to roll him out there. He's got to fight on UFC 300. He fought on 100. He fought on 200. Now he's got to fight on 300. Dana, if you're listening, put it together. Now what? All right, let's move on. Last thing I wanted to touch on over the weekend, Tim Elliott goes out there and gets a big win. It was good to see Tim Elliott go out there get this win, because Tim Elliott's out there doing it for the bros, for the city boys up 1,000. You know what I'm saying? Tim Elliott, let's just all of this is allegedly Tim Elliott might be his ex-wife now, might still be married. Tim Elliott's wife had been cheating on him their entire marriage, the whole thing, and including their wedding night, with one of his coaches or someone at his gym. I don't know. I'm not going to say the gentleman's name, but nevertheless, Tim Elliott's had a rough go at it. Been a little bit unfaithfulness coming from his wife, from his coach, from his teammate. His wife's out there doing a thing. She's for the streets. She's out there putting it down. But Tim Elliott gets the last laugh when he comes in this fight. Clearly probably had a lot on his mind, probably was rough training, trying to deal with all of this. He took it to social media to let everybody know what was going on with his wife, maybe his ex-wife by now. But Tim Elliott gets a win for all the guys out there, all the city boys out there, letting them know, you know what I'm saying, if she's sleeping with your coach, the next fight you must approach. You know what I'm saying? He goes in there and gets the win. Won by decision. You could tell he was a little dejected by the way that he won. You could tell he really wanted to go out there and showcase some skills. But I was more like Michael Bisping. Don't be hard on yourself, brother. You went out there, you did your thing, you got a win, you got a little win bonus. You know what I'm saying? Go back to the drawing board. You know what I'm saying? Take your win bonus. Go out there, hit them streets again, play them fields. You ain't married no more. You know what I'm saying? Find you a new one. You know what I'm saying? A new one. Bring it back to the crib. You know what I'm talking about. Anyway, but Tim Elliott goes out there and gets a big win. That was good to see. Overall, it was a good card. It was quite a few upsets on it, so I didn't do as well on my bets with DraftKings. DraftKings, I'll let your boy, give your boy a sponsorship. Make me an ambassador or something like that. I'm trying to get on. Give me a little check. DraftKings, I bet with y'all every week. You know what I'm saying? So holler at me. But I didn't do too well on DraftKings this week, but it wasn't the app's fault. It wasn't DraftKings' fault. It was my fault. Please, DraftKings, reach out to your boy. Sponsor me. Nevertheless, good card. I enjoyed it. We got some big fights coming up this weekend that we're gonna touch off into in the next couple of days. Amanda Nunes stepping in there to defend her championship against Aldana. That should be great. Then we got Charles Oliveira stepping there against Beneil Dariush. Dariush. He's on like 11 fight win streak. You know what I'm saying? Beneil. What y'all know about Beneil? You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be good. We're going to get off into those fights a little bit later in the week. Nevertheless, I appreciate you guys for joining me for another episode of Matter of Fact MMA. And I'll check you next time. Peace.